Hey guys, so I want to make one video because I was asked what is going to happen on the 23rd of September 2017, and this comes from, let me tell you something here. First of all, Revelation in the Bible, there is a passage. Now I'm going to read the passage word for word so I don't mess it up. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pained to be delivered. People are feeling that this is... Every few years there's some sort of strange, rapture, revelation, coming, going on reason people do it, and it's persistent. This happens a lot. Now, it's going around the internet that there's an astrological alignment because in Virgo the precession of Jupiter will be inside of Virgo, actually not completely inside the boundaries of Virgo, but around where you would say would be the stomach. So this is the birth, the pregnancy part. Then you have Leo, Venus, Mars, Mercury lining up at the top, creating this crown of 12 stars. This will happen on the 23rd of September. The sun will be at the head of Virgo, so this is the woman, Virgo, and the moon will be at her feet at that point on the 23rd of September 2017. So this sounds pretty amazing. I mean, here's a prophecy in the Bible, and here's it playing out in the night sky, and as the Bible said, let the stars be for signs. Sounds very exciting, but the problem is, guys, and this is the problem, the first thing you should do, if that's the case, if you say, okay, once in every 7,000 years this happens, go and check when the last time it happened was. Stars don't just align once in the sky in a certain way, and this alignment has happened quite regularly, actually, over the years. And more recently, it happened in a very similar way to how it's about to happen. And it's silly to say that it's a sign and a calling. And what it is, actually, guys, is a misinterpretation of mystic writings. This is all it is. I strongly urge anyone who's interested to find a copy of Gaskell's Dictionary of Myth and Scripture and go in there, look up the moon, look up a crown with 12 stars, it's in there. Look up the sun, look up the idea that the moon is at the feet. Does that mean anything? Look these things up. Go and do it for yourselves, and you will see exactly what someone like myself sees. You see, the problem is we have these literal pastors and preachers who are saying it's first of all, in one breath they're telling you never look to the stars because this is hocus pocus. The next breath, when the stars are doing something, they're telling you, oh, look to the stars, it's the end, it's the end. All the while they're telling you that snakes talk and donkeys talk and whales eat people and spit them out in a few days, and they tell you all of this stuff. And it's mythology. It didn't happen. Snakes don't talk. Snakes never talked. Snakes did not talk. No one was swallowed by a whale, spat by a whale. This is the whale's the divine mind. You see, it's an immature way that these men have adopted of interpreting a book written by mystics. Mystics wrote the Bible. So don't take it when these people say something's coming, because every few years you get this at this point with the internet. The rapture is here. Or, guys, I believe that the second coming of Christ came about around about the point of us entering the age of Aquarius. I believe there was indeed a sign in the Bible regarding this. Look for the man carrying a pitcher of water, because men didn't carry pitchers of water back then. And I very much see a shift in global consciousness at that tipping point of moving into the age of Aquarius. Moving into this new golden age for humanity and for the planet. I see more people embracing more cruelty-free lifestyles, more people worried about the environment, less people saying it's all free love, in other words, just taking lots of drugs and, you know, just this nonsensical created by the, as I've spoken about before, this free love revolution of the 60s that was created by the establishment is nothing. This is a nonsensical thing. What I'm talking about is look around you, how many people are starting to cry out for justice all of a sudden. And it's since we entered the age of Aquarius. So I'm not saying ignore the stars when things were aligning, but I'm just saying we only entered the age of Aquarius now, so that sign was worthwhile. This thing that's floating around the internet, it happened a few years ago, nothing happened. So why did they not make a song and dance then? Well, actually some people did make a song and dance about it back then, and nothing happened. And again, when this procession comes by once again, which it will, no doubt there will be pastors and preachers making a song and dance about it then as well. But I'll tell you now, I'll stake the whole of my credibility as a human being on the fact that nothing bad will happen on the 23rd of September. And I dare do that because if it does, I won't be here anyway, because we'll all be obliterated by the rapture. So, no, but I'm serious. Nothing will happen, guys. Don't worry about it. It's just people preaching literal nonsense. It's their opinion. It doesn't make any sense. And you could say I'm sharing my opinion. I'm not. I'm just sharing a fact. That is mystical scripture. The interpretation of that text is not something that you can deem to be astrological once you understand the mystical interpretations of a crown of 12 stars and the moon at the feet and so on and so forth, which you can by checking into the Gaskell's Dictionary of Myth and Scripture. And I'm just telling logically that it happened just a few years ago anyway. So it's already been and gone once recently. It's not some big one-off event. It's quite a regular event over the last 500 years. So. Anyway, I think what I'll add on to the end of this video is, and I'm not picking on anybody at all, it's not my intention, I just hope to educate and enlighten people so as they're not scared. But I've had this before where people share news stories and things like that, and you know guys, you really just need to do a quick bit of due diligence and never take anything as fact. What I'm saying now, never take it as fact, go away and check it. But the problem you've got now, we have these YouTube videos where you have just a long drawn out video edited together with this diatribe often of someone saying this is what it is, sharing their opinion. Now, our minds have been plugged into mainstream media. I should make another video about it. Our minds being plugged into mainstream media, absorbing information in that way. We're now plugging into alternative media, absorbing information presented in the same way. It's very easy to accept again that it's all reality. But unless you stop after every point made and double check it and research it, then you shouldn't take it as it is. And I see people even, there are these news sites who are supposedly just for humour, but they have these wacky news stories, or actually news stories that sound like they could be real sometimes even, and they do it to draw views and clicks for advertising revenue, and people share them as if they're real. And if you look even on the website, there's disclaimers saying, yeah, everything in this website is nonsense, but people still think it's true. And I think I'm going to make another video straight away about this. But what I just want to say is make sure you do your due diligence. If you hear there's some sort of one-off galactical alignment going on in the sky, check if it's happened before. And if you can't check if it's happened before, ask someone who has the knowledge or the skills to do so. Or Google and find out if someone has checked before and posted their results, and then double check that they checked correctly. So it's all about doing due diligence in the end, and putting love before fear, because there's far too often these Christian preachers are putting far too much fear before everything else, and it's not healthy for anybody, and it's not normal, and it's not actual. It's not helping anybody, you know. It's not helping anybody. So, okay, I hope that answers you anyway. God bless, and have a beautiful Sunday, because I'm having a very laid back one here.